Can you? Come tell me, come up here. Stand real tall and real loud.
Doesn't it like,
Doesn't it like you know? It's more than that.
doesn't it like, I think it's the birth of Jesus?
No, but here, let's try this. Okay? You guys don't remember the white feather story? Do any of you adults remember the white feather story? Oh, okay. Well, I guess Santa will have to tell it again then. You know, kids always want to know when I'm delivering their presents, if they were to catch Santa, what would happen? What happens? Oh, no, Santa would never do that. What would you think? That's right, there's a feather involved. That's why it's called the white feather story. Yeah, well, you guys leave cookies out for Santa, don't you? Yeah, well, so that means you probably know where mom and dad hide their cookies, extra cookies, huh? You don't know where they hide their cookies in the kitchen? That's all right, Santa will find them. Yeah, well, while we're there, he'll take you out. If you catch him bringing your gifts, he'll take you out into the kitchen. He'll get you your own cookies and milk. And then we'll go back out in the living room and we'll party. We'll drink milk and cookies. Now, I know mom and dad don't allow you to eat cookies and milk in the living room probably, but it's okay. You're with Santa. It'll be all right. But then, sometime through that party while we're having it, I'm going to reach into my coat and pull out a case like this. And inside that case will be a white feather. And this comes from a magical bird that only lives in the North Pole. And I'll hold that feather way up in the air like that. And just as everybody's looking at that feather like you're looking at it, I'll drop it. And it'll spin around. And when it lands on the floor, you'll be back in bed, sound asleep, and you won't even remember catching Santa. So when you get up on Christmas morning, look for a white feather on the floor. Maybe a plate of cookies that you didn't leave out for Santa that are in a place where maybe you usually sit. And you might find that feather right on the floor. And you'll know that you caught Santa. Is that pretty cool? So look on Christmas morning, look for that feather. Has anybody here ever found a white feather on the floor? I know some of you out there have caught me more than once. Yes. So slow down when you get up on Christmas morning. Take your time. Look around. Maybe you'll see a white feather. And you'll know that you might have caught Santa bringing your presents. Do you have a question for Santa? Oh, always have enough white feathers, depending on how many times, because if I use that feather, I would automatically have one right back in the box. Yeah. Now, here we get to a serious question. Who knows why we celebrate Christmas. Everybody better raise your hand. We'll start here. That's right. Is that what you guys were going to say? We're celebrating Jesus' birth, right?
Yeah, but Christmas is not all about presents.
It's not all about present, or it is all about presents? It's not. You're right. It's about Jesus. It's about baby Jesus. And I wanted to tell you something. You know, Santa represents the spirit of love and giving. And who loved and gave more than anyone? Jesus, that's right. Jesus loved us all more than anything. And so that's what Santa tries to do. He tries to help people know more about being loving and giving. And Santa is a gift giver. You guys know that, right? But there's more to giving gifts than giving presents. You see, Santa, he likes to give presents all year long. And you know how you can give gifts all year long? Anybody here? Do you want to try? Go ahead. That's a great way to share. That's right. Anybody else? I couldn't tell what she was saying, but well, one way you can give presents to people is even coming in and out of church. If you hold the door for somebody and let them go ahead of you. If you help mom around the house or dad around the house, that's a way to give them a gift. You see, when you do something nice for someone, they feel good inside. It makes their heart merry. But you know what? Even better than that, it makes you feel good. When you do something for somebody, you'll feel better. What, sweetie?
Fred actually get Olivia's and
Aw, it'll get better though. Yeah. So, what I want to do, Santa wants to give you his heart. And I sure hope I didn't build all that up to have forgotten my hearts. Oh. Well, I believe I have.
Maybe the elf took it out of your bag.
Maybe the elves took my hearts. I hope they didn't, but it sure looks like maybe they're gone. I am so sorry I don't have my heart to give you now. That makes me sad. Oh, maybe, but I don't think so. Oops. Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Here they are. I couldn't find them. I looked all in that bag, and they were right there. Wow. So, would you guys like to come up and get a heart from Santa?
Oh, I actually got
The other kids can go get one too.
Yeah, anybody, even the adult children. You see, Santa, when he has his glasses on, he doesn't see adults. All I can see is children out there. Yeah. So you can have that heart. All right, you take all you want. You see, you can put that in your room and keep it, and it'll help remind you of how to be a gift giver all year long. you'll have it and you'll know that Santa gave you a piece of his heart. And then maybe you'll help mom and dad around the house. When you're out at a store, you can hold the door for somebody and they could come in. You could help grandma and grandpa, help somebody around the church if they need help coming in or carrying something. That's how you become a gift giver, is by doing things like that.
I open the door for my dad all the time.
You do, that's nice, that's great. That makes you feel good, doesn't it? And I bet it makes him feel good too. So everybody got a heart that wants a heart? Now that Santa found them in the corner of his bag? All right. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to talk about? I want to sing a song, and I tell you, you hear my voice. It's not doing very well, but we're going to try to sing a song, and I'm going to... Do you know who this is? Rudolph. Will you guys stand up and sing real loud with me? Now, do you sing the intro? Do you know the intro to Rudolph? Now Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donder and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Wow, that's great. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys did a wonderful job. I knocked something over again. Okay. So, who can remember another story I might have told? About the magic key? Yeah, we did talk about the magic key. I don't have that with me, but yeah, I'm glad you remember that. Anybody else? Another story? How about why the sleigh is red? Do you remember why the sleigh is red? To match my suit. No, but that's probably why my suit's red, because Mrs. Claus made my suit. But you see, the very first Christmas that Santa decided to take presents out, he painted his sleigh black. Yeah, you see, I didn't want to be heard when I'm up there flying around. So we painted the sleigh, we got it ready, we tested out the reindeers, and we figured out how to fly the sleigh. So that first night we went out, we took off, and things were going great, man. When you fly, you get up real high, and it's so quiet. Real quiet, you don't hear anything. And we landed down on the first house, and I got out, everything went great. I delivered the presents. We took back off and we're flying and we're back up so high. Oh, it's just so peaceful and quiet when you're up there. Oh, it's great. We landed And we went about half the evening that way. And finally, we were flying up so high, it got so quiet, you couldn't hear anything. It was just quiet and quiet and quiet. And then, bam! Just like that. We ran into a flock of ducks. And the duck, he was so mad at me. He's yelling at me, and I'm going, Mr. Duck, you've got to stop. I've got to land the sleigh. I'm going to wreck. Oh, thank you, Mr. Duck. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Duck was, I love that. Not for the kids, but for all you adults out there that jump. So, Mr. Duck, I talked to him and I said, well, what can we do? What can we do to make it better on Christmas when I'm flying up there so we don't run into a flock of ducks? And he said, that's right. He said, maybe you could paint it red. Maybe you could put some bells on it. And then we'll hear you coming. And so I did. And you know what Mr. Duck did after that? Oops. Mr. Duck, every time I see him now, he gets so excited. He dances a jig. Yeah, he just goes on, and he just loves dancing. Yeah, because we haven't run into any more ducks after that. He just keeps dancing and dancing. You can quit any time now, Mr. Duck. But he doesn't. Sometimes he just goes on, and I can't get... That's enough. Thank you. Yeah. All right, that's good, Mr. Duck. Okay. So that's why the sleigh's red. I'm thinking some of you might remember it next time because I've told it about 3 times here. Yeah, and I've got you guys every time. Yeah. Oh, no. All right. Well, you know what? Raise your hand if you sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I've got, if you want to come up, I have, and I should have gotten them out before. I've got a red nose. So everybody gets a red nose. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So there you go. Anybody else? I've got a few more left. Any of you older children out there, you'd be the head of the party if you wore a Rudolph nose.
Right, I'm not a Rudolph.
Is that an extra one? Sure.
Give one to you, Dad. John.
Okay. Maybe Pastor John would even preach sometime with that on. He'd keep your attention, I'll bet.
I keep their attention all the time.
All right. So, are we ready to take some pictures and give out some gifts?
Yes.
All right.
Let's do some gifts for the kids. See, we already gave the adults their gifts because we didn't want to take up too much of your time, because I know you're busy, Santa. We got Melanie. Melanie? Oh, come on up.
Do you want your
Wanna take
present?
pictures? Sheldon, you want to, Santa, do you want to sit in a chair?
I'm fine here, and I'll go wherever you would like me.
Comfortable there, that's fine.
I'm comfortable right
No,
here.
go right together fast.
All right, Melanie.
I don't understand.
My shoes are fast. They might just make me
Oh, they make you fast.
watch.
Okay, wow. All right.
All right,
And
so
that's
let's
all
sit-
because of the shoes,
Sit
huh?
down by Santa so you can get your picture taken.
I'm gonna put this. Stand up. Stand up, sit down, whichever. All right.
Let me take
up here with the cameras? They want pictures. They want lots of pictures.
Give him a
Okay?
hug. Give him a hug, Melanie.
All right, I think they got their fill.
All right, here we go. The next one is Paisley. Oh.
Paisley. Oh, and she isn't gonna take it with her. Rudolph knows it. Right?
Emily.
You're
How about JC?
JC. All right, you're not shy, are you?
Not a bit.
Nice nose.
How about Elena? Elena?
Elena.
Elena? Elena?
Elena.
Elena?
Elena.
Go on. Santa knew.
Come see Santa. Come on.
Just go.
I have something for you.
He's got something for you.
Are you?
It's a gift card to you. Can you turn around and let them take a
Because
picture?
we know everybody likes that.
Elena. Stand a little closer. Act like you like Santa. There you go.
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
He's coming.
Sebastian. How are you?
Look at Aunt Tawny. Thank you, Santa.
All right, Merry Christmas.
How about Jackson? Jackson, it's your turn.
Wow, this one's heavy.
Oh.
Jackson's gonna need a little help with all this loot.
Oh, look. Oh, I don't need to. Go ahead.
Hey,
Go all the way up.
you want your present? Can you turn around
Can you turn around?
and take a picture?
Jackson,
Look
look
up,
at Mom.
look up.
Can you look at me? Please. Can Santa hold you, Jax?
Would you sit up here?
Jax.
He's like, I want a gift.
Cheese, he said. Cheese.
Yeah, how about,
Can you hold your Jax?
look inside this. Yeah.
What do you think of Santa? Yeah.
I want those books. I want those books.
All right, let's get you up. Thank you, Santa.
Olivia. Santa, remember a few years ago when Olivia was just a baby? You came crawling toward her,
Yeah,
and she got scared and took off the other way.
yeah. I
Not
think,
afraid of you
I
anymore.
think she was the one that I made cry too.
Yes, yes, that would have been her.
Because I was too loud. When I said, man.
How about Andrew? Andrew likes Santa, don't you?
Here you go, Andrew. You want to turn around right here? You don't have to sit unless you want to. Okay, Merry Christmas.
Nolan. Another big one.
Merry Christmas.
Sadie.
Sadie. You have a bell.
What does the bell do? Tell us.
Does it rain? It does, doesn't it? Yeah. How about that? silence if you don't believe me.
Today I want a polar aircraft.
Oh, that's a fun movie. I like that. But you know what my favorite one is? Elf. I like it when Buddy drinks that syrup. Oh, don't do that at home. Only for elves.
You know what my favorite part of Santa, of the elf, when he says, I know him! I know him!
And I don't smell like beef and cheese.
All right, now we're gonna, if it's okay, Santa, are you finished with your program?
I think so.
How about we let the adults come and get their pictures taken, or families if they want to? Open their gifts while let's let some of the adult families come and get their pictures while they're opening their gifts. Come on, Jim and Debbie. I know you want to see Santa.
I can go to them as well if they like.
These should be enough.
Okay. We gonna stand up here or just stand in front of the tree? time before we leave. I say Mary.
And you say Christmas.
Mary.